people are talking about YouTube. Why, why? Oh, this mic is working well. Need to check this mic. Okay, let's talk about YouTube. Let's talk about YouTube. Let's talk about YouTube. Switch off this. Is this okay or I switch it off? I want to know if this mic is better than this inbuilt mic. Stay with this mic. Jenny, good morning. Thank you for joining in. I hope it's morning where you are. Yes, it's morning on this side. Welcome to this live. Jenny saying hi to everyone. Tammy Eastman. Hi, Tammy from Texas. Welcome, Tammy. Thank you for joining in. S and J, welcome. Thank you. Okay, we are talking about YouTube and we are live on YouTube. Please check the poll and cast your votes. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for casting your votes. Okay, the first vote here says yes, I'm a content creator. Any comments about you? Yes, Tammy, I'm a medical doctor. Tammy, you need to clarify what do we, okay, what do we talk about? Yes, you can raise any topic, any question, comment related to health, but we're talking about YouTube. Of course, we're talking about YouTube, and interestingly, we're talking about how to remain motivated and then how to avoid burnout. I'm sure you find this interesting. This will apply not just to those who are on YouTube as content creators, but also to those who are consumers. I hope my audio is good. Kindly confirm that you can hear me. So, what do you think about YouTube? Some people say YouTube is more than a social media platform. Is that true? So, Tammy, Isma, you can share your thoughts on YouTube, about YouTube. What do you think? What experiences do you have on YouTube? Do we really need YouTube? Mhm. How important is YouTube to you? So tell me, where are you watching from? Where are you joining from? Welcome once again, everyone. Kindly drop a comment in the chat. Let's know where you are watching from. Then remember the poll. You can actually cast your votes. Yes, Tammy Amarillo, Texas. Thank you for joining in. Thank you for watching. Thank you for engaging. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. It's a growing healthy community. We talk health, wellness, and lifestyle. So we are looking at different sides of YouTube this morning. What time is it in Texas? Tammy, what time is it in Texas? Okay, Tammy, please, are you an adult? How old are you? Any suggestions about, is this arthritis pain you mean? So what's your body mass index, Tammy? Of course, there are several factors when it comes to experience of arthritis. Some people have this from previous trauma related to age, the older age groups commonly, and then women commonly compared to men. Then we have other factors, occupational factor. I mean, okay, so we have to go for our backup. All right. Okay, White Frame Media. Welcome, White Frame Media. Okay, we are back. Welcome, White Frame Media. Thank you for joining in. Okay, Mr. Tammy Eastman. Okay, you've given just a brief info about your medical condition. We're talking about rheumatoid arthritis. Of course, it's an inflammatory condition. And once the diagnosis has been made with different symptoms, like you can talk about pain, swellings, and all that, then the radiological investigation must have been done to also check. There's the rheumatoid factor that's also checked, several investigations. Okay, so I'm sure that your physician is doing well on your management. All right, so you just need to follow your physician's recommendation, very importantly, because that's your physician or your physicians have your records, they have all your information, and with proper follow up, I'm sure you do well. Okay, of course, there are some natural things that will help. You need to avoid foods that are highly inflammatory, talking about fries, um, many unnatural foods or things or even drinks that people take. So you need to ensure that you have your vegetables and fruits. Nuts are also very good for inflammatory conditions. Okay, not to forget turmeric. Interestingly, I did a video on turmeric recently. I uploaded that talking about the benefits of taking turmeric. Of course, this should be under the guidance of your doctor. Okay, Tammy, I hope you are listening. Kindly let me know if you can hear me. Okay, so the fact that you talk about having a valve, had a heart surgery, okay, that means you have some very close monitoring of your health. Please confirm that you can hear me. Okay, so that seems to be that's like a personalized advice for Tammy. You need to follow up with your physician. Um, your appointments very important. Your medications as prescribed. Okay, and if you have any complaints, definitely you should get to your primary care physician or your specialist, as the case may be. Tell me, why are you terrified? What exactly are you terrified about? Okay, you need to get some assurance. You need to let your doctor, your physician, primary care or specialist know about your concerns, and if there's a need to invite other specialists, I'm sure that will be done. You may benefit from the services of a physiotherapist or even a clinical psychologist. Okay, good. Tammy says I take blood thinners. Okay, so that's usually part of the medications to handle the valve, prevention of blood clots, and then the inflammatory condition. Okay, so who is joining, and are you a content creator? Are you a consumer? Eastman, does it mean you just watch videos on YouTube? Uh, you're not a content creator. You're 65. Quite a number of older adults are now on YouTube, not just for uh, consumption of information, but even for content creation. Sounding interesting, and it's getting very interesting, and people are emphasizing the need to be on YouTube. Why is it important for people to be on YouTube? What are your thoughts on this? What do you think? Is YouTube important? And if it is, why? Where are the content creators here now? Okay, Tammy says, I'm terrified about removing what? And what must have grown to your other organs? Okay, we need to deal with your concerns really by interacting with your doctor. You need to share your concerns relating to the recommendations of your doctor so that definite steps can be taken for your management. So, what has your physician said about this? Saying your blood work comes back saying you have metal in your blood. What exactly does that mean, and what is your physician saying about that? Okay, if they don't know why, that means they need to refer you to someone that does. They need to find out. That's where collaboration comes in, interdisciplinary care, referrals, multidisciplinary care. That's where they come in. Tammy, you can always find a way out. Interestingly, God can help you find a way. So just you have to deal with that fear, and then with support from family, from friends, and then taking the right steps to seek the right professional care. That will be helpful for you. Let's talk, let's chat. Okay, nurse practitioner. So, what does the nurse say about your concerns? What has the nurse said about your concerns? So, it's good that you have a professional that visits regularly. So, what exactly does he or she do? What does she do? And then, what are the recommendations? Tell me, what's going to tear your other organs? What exactly? So, don't just take any information without professional input. Okay, welcome. Thank you for joining us. Remember to double tap on your screen, look for the like button to like this live. And then, if you are watching for the first time, you can connect with us in the community by subscribing to my channel. So, what are your thoughts about YouTube? Interestingly, what we are doing now, Tammy asking questions, has crossed borders. I mean, there's no barrier to communication uh, on this platform. You know, does not is not affected by location, not affected by time zones. Once you are online and you get a notification and you're able to click and join in, then we're connected. Okay, so Tammy has been sharing his experience or experiences. But I've given some important counsel. It's always good to seek your uh, primary care physician's counsel, and of course, with the support of other professionals for your health. Okay, thank you, Tammy. Thank you for joining in. Well appreciated. Remember to subscribe to the channel, and there are quite a number of videos that you can watch to help in maintaining a healthy you. So, what do you think about YouTube? Hey, Sangeet. Village Vibes. Welcome, Sangeetas. Good to see you. Good to have you on this live. Thank you for joining in. Are you in India? Where are you joining from right now? I believe you are a content creator. Thank you for casting your vote. Sangeeta saying hi, doctor. Okay, it's evening in your location. Sanjis, where are you joining from? Where are you watching from? Yes, I'm glad. I'm glad to see you here too. Glad. So glad. Oh, 3 likes done. Thank you. Thank you. Presently, I can see two. Okay, I'm sure the system will update to three. Welcome to the live. Thank you for joining in. Yes, India. Yes, you've been quite supportive, and I've seen you as a member of the community. So thank you for being so supportive. Thank you for all you do. Sangeetas, I believe you're a content creator, right? So how is India today? What time is it in India? You said Ne Tamil Nadu. Hope I got that pronunciation. What are your thoughts about YouTube? Being on YouTube as a content creator, and then maybe even as a consumer of information on YouTube. Okay, thank you for the third like. I can see it's reflecting now. Hopefully, we get more as time goes on. I'm sure more people will be joining in. Thank you for the second vote. Sangeeta says, a small village. Okay, small village in India. Well, there are people there. You have network. You have power supply, right? And you're able to even join this live. You can come on live. Interesting. So what are the common things in that village you're talking about, Sangeeta? What are the things that are common in that village? Don't forget we're talking YouTube and everything around content creation, how to stay motivated, how to avoid burnout. So Sangeeta's Village Vibes, what are your contents? What do you do on your channel? Interestingly, there's been a number of updates on YouTube for the general consumers and then for content creators. Okay, yes, you are live. Sangita says, yes, I'm a farmer, wife, and medical staff. What's the full meaning of A&M? So thank you, Sangita, for joining and engaging. That's interesting. Being a farmer, also a wife, that's a lot. And then being a medical staff. Wow. Yeah, I know. So how do you combine these different aspects? Interestingly, we are talking about YouTube and then different aspects of content creation, talking about how to stay motivated. So, Sangita, how many subscribers do you have right now? How many subscribers? Has the channel been monetized? So, how are you combining quite a number of questions already? How are you combining your content creation with being a wife, possibly a mother also, and then being a medical staff? People would like to learn from you. Okay, so you say you in a small mini. Okay, you say you are a small mini YouTube channel. Really, is there anything like that? Okay, people say small YouTubers. Yes, you can start small. Definitely, you are growing and it's becoming big and bigger. So you have 950 subscribers. Interesting. So for how long have you been on YouTube? You are going to be hitting the 1,000 milestone soon. Yes, Sangita. No, no small YouTuber here. Of course, yeah, everyone started small somewhere, but you are growing. So the mindset must be that you are growing, getting bigger. Uh, it's not going to be a small mindset. Your vision is not a small one. Okay. And definitely, you may not be able to see all that God has in plan for what you are doing. Okay. But like they say, just stay consistent, evolve, improve, and definitely you will see the great benefits. So many people are actually getting information, learning, entertainment. People play games on YouTube, many benefits. Okay, so but for you, apart from being a content creator, what else do you do? What content do you watch? So how do you balance these different areas of your life? We will like to know. Thank you. Welcome to this live. If you are joining in for the first time, remember you can subscribe for regular updates on content from the channel. And interestingly, you can be a member of this community, healthy community. Kindly let me know where you are joining from. Where are you joining from? Okay, Sangita says, okay, sir, bye. Coffee break time. Oh, so you've served the family. That's good. That's good. Well done, sir, Sangitas. Thank you for engaging. Greetings to your family. So, a number of advantages to being on YouTube, whether as a consumer, interestingly, a lot of information are available on YouTube. It's said to actually be the second most sought uh, search engine, most used search engines on YouTube. Generally, the most used is the second, following the first, which is Google. Okay, so a lot of information are available, not just in terms of what you can read, unlike Google. You can read, of course, you have images, you have videos available, but on YouTube, you cannot just, it's not just about the captions, not just about the words. Interestingly, we have people who do videos without showing their faces. However, the YouTube is designed for viewing, not just images, for videos. Okay, and then many people, including myself, get to learn a lot watching YouTube. A lot. Talking about different aspects of life, talking about education niche, talking about the entertainment niche, sports, music, various aspects of life, health. I mean, talk about relationships. It makes it interesting that you're not just listening, hearing the voice or voices, depending on the content, but you can also see, watching also drives home the point. You can remember, what your eyes, your brain is able to capture even better. And interestingly, we have what do you call it now? We have podcasts. A lot of people doing podcasts, and these are really interesting times. There are topics that people get to learn from. Okay, people get to learn a lot from different topics being raised on podcast. Of course, not to ignore the aspect of controversies. Sometimes you hear people bringing up subjects, discussing, contesting, and all on YouTube. So the platform is a general platform, open. However, there are a number of guidelines. There are many guidelines, community guidelines for being on YouTube. Okay, whether as a consumer or even as a creator. Okay, so we try as much as possible to follow those guidelines. For example, the information about health is expected to be guided. There are recommendations, general recommendations, but individuals have to seek their doctors, their primary care doctors consultation to have definite care for their health. Okay, so that's like a disclaimer. Okay, Sangeeta says, stay. Okay, you're staying connected. Thank you. Wow, good to know. Thank you for staying connected. So, what's happening to family at this time? You said you were supposed to serve them coffee. What time is it in India, Sangeeta? Have I asked that? What time is it in India? It's evening. What time? And then Say thank you for sharing, Dr. Soyemi. You're welcome, Sangita. You're welcome. So we need to keep encouraging ourselves. We need to keep motivated. You know, a number of videos are coming up right now emphasizing the importance of being on YouTube. Really, when you look at the information available, loads of information available on YouTube, of course, you will enjoy and also support the need to have more people watching, more people joining the YouTube platform, even for consumers and also for as content creators. And everyone can create. Sometimes some of us trying to be sophisticated, trying to make things look, really sweet. But YouTube, really, the system, the algorithm is not really looking for perfection. Just about what you have to offer. And once it's something interesting, something that people can relate with, what people can find educative, informative, or even very entertaining, then you will discover that there will be growth. Thank you for sharing. Yes, welcome, Sangita. Sangita says it's 4:13 p.m. in India. Yeah, thank you for that information. Thank you. Interestingly, have India uh, as the third when it comes to the list in order of audience that I have. I have subscribers now. I have people watching from the United States, people watching, of course, in Nigeria, and then India, followed by others. So thank you, Sangita, for watching. And if you are watching and you are yet to connect, this is health, wellness, and lifestyle. We're talking about YouTube actually at this time, and any health related topic that you might be interested in. If you have any question, as a YouTube, as a content creator, how do you stay motivated? How do you stay healthy? How do you stay fit? How do you avoid burnout? So those are important things we are talking about. Welcome back. Hope you can hear me. Okay, so how do we stay motivated? Of course, for consumers, the motivation is the need to stay or to be consistently updated on whatever information that you need. So, what are the things as a consumer being on YouTube, watching videos, seeking information? What are the things that actually interest you? Don't mind sharing with us. What are the things that interest you on YouTube? Shift this. Welcome. Thank you for joining this live. Please confirm that you can hear me. What are the things that motivate you watching YouTube? What are the content that you watch? Thank you for the fourth like. Thank you for joining in. Welcome. Please let me know where you're watching from. Who is here with us? Who is here with us? Are you a content creator or you are a consumer of information on YouTube? Let me know in the chat. I hope I'm audible. Thank you for the fourth like. Thank you for casting your votes. Let me see the poll. Okay, 100% of people who have voted are actually content creators. So, what content do you create on YouTube? If you are yet to comment on that, let's know you. What content do you create on YouTube as a content creator? And how do you stay motivated? Just this video. How do you stay motivated? Thank you. Welcome, welcome. Mhm. Some people are coming in and going out. Coming in on the live and going out. Let me know who it is joining this live. Who is here? Welcome back. Okay, so let's talk about how and what actually keeps you motivated uh, as a consumer of information on YouTube and as a content creator on YouTube or any other social media platform. What motivates you? Have you noticed any change or any updates on YouTube? Would you like to share this updates? Mm, 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 mm. Thank you for the fourth like and for the fourth vote. Wow, 100% of these voters are content creators. Is it possible that we have more content creators than we do consumers? Thank you. Welcome back. Still talking about why you come to YouTube. What motivates you as a content creator? What is your motivation for coming on YouTube? You can share your experience with us. Thank you for joining this live. Special thanks to Sangita, Tami, White Frame Media, S&J, Chimeze, Jennifer. Thank you for joining the live. Thank you for engaging. We will definitely catch up again. We'll definitely talk about this topic again when we have more content creators and even consumers joining, so we can get to learn from one another. Hope that's fine. S and J. Nancy was here too. Thank you once again. See you again soon. Bye for now.